Okay, come on, tell me, how will you prepare a sales ledger control account and purchase ledger control account?
The sales ledger control account, my sales and balance form will be on the debit side, the rest all will be on the credit side.
Okay, what else will be on the debit side?
Interest, refund, and dishonored check.
Dishonor, interest, and refund. Okay, and in purchase ledger control account?
Uska ulta.
Tell me, what do you mean ulta?
Purchases and dishonored check, interest and refund will be on the credit side, and baki everything will
Balance
be on the
begin down, credit purchases, and the dishonor, interest, and refund. They will be where?
credit side.
On the credit side, and everything else on the debit side. Tell me, what documents do you refer to? What business documents do you refer to when you prepare control accounts?
Sales invoice.
That means you look at the books of prime entry. Okay. What are the books of prime entry?
Cash book, purchase ledger, sales ledger, general journal.
Ledger. Purchase book, sales book, purchase return, sales return, and others. Okay. Books of prime entry is made seeing the business documents, right? Okay, fine. So from the business documents, you prepare the books of prime entry, and from the books of prime entry, you prepare trade receivable account and trade payables account. And when you prepare control accounts, you look at this. Which control accounts you prepare? SLCA and PLCA. Okay. So trade receivable account resembles what?
Whatever money is.
Trade receivable account resembles the SLCA. Trade payable account resembles what?
PLCA.
PLCA. This is prepared in which ledger? Trade receivable account is prepared in which ledger?
Sales ledger.
Trade payable account is prepared in which ledger?
Purchase ledger.
Purchase ledger. SLCA and PLCA is prepared in which ledger? In the general ledger.
Yeah.
That means they resemble each other, but they are prepared by different people.
Yeah.
Why are they prepared by different people?
I don't know.
So that we can check that there are no errors. If the balance as per the sales ledger of your customer account, I'm repeating, if the balance as per the sales ledger of your customer account does not match the balance as per the control accounts, that means that there are some mistakes and errors that you have done. Yes. So at all point of time, your balance as per the sales ledger. Of which account?
The sales ledger account. Trade receivable account.
Yeah. At all point of time, your balance as per the sales ledger of your customer account. Look at the words that I'm using. Balance of your sales ledger of the customer account should resemble the balance of your SLCA of the general ledger. Okay? Okay. If they don't match each other, that means you have to reconcile. That means you have to prepare control accounts. Sorry, reconciliation or SLCA reconciliation account. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, why is a sales ledger control account prepared?
To check arithmetical accuracy of the transactions.
Of which transactions?
In the sales ledger.
In the sales ledger, you have which account?
Customer account.
Customer is also called what? Trade receivable account. Why is a PLCA account prepared?
To check arithmetical accuracy of the transactions in the purchase ledger.
Purchase ledger में which account you have?
Trade payable account.
SLC and PLCA is in which ledger?
General ledger.
In the general ledger. Okay. And the balance as per SLCA should always be equal to the trade receivable account or the customer's account. Balance of the PLCA should always be equal to
Trade payable account.
trade payable account. So there are three purposes of control account that you should remember, and there are many theory questions which come. Control account is prepared to check the accuracy, to locate errors, to prevent frauds, to provide an up-to-date figure of debtors and creditors, and to locate missing items from incomplete records. Okay? Do you know the format of an SLCA? It always has a debit
Yes.
balance. This is the common balance. It may sometimes have a credit balance. Correct? You know this format. So
Yeah.
I'll move ahead. Okay, you know the format of a
Yeah.
PLCA?
Yes.
Okay. So you know the format of a PLCA also, then I'll move ahead. Okay. You prepare control accounts by using the books of prime entry. So whenever you're doing anything in the control account, the word journal should be there. Hello. Okay. Whenever you're doing anything in the control account, the word journal should be there. And second thing, if you omitted to do something, what? If you omitted to do something, that will also come in the control accounts. The control account is now different. Control account and trade receivable account is different. So if sales ledger come, where will you put the things in?
The trade receivable account.
Okay. If sales journal come, where will you put the things in?
The control account.
Yes, very good. So you should know exactly what to put where. Okay? Come on. Tell me also one more thing. Why do you think the debtors account have a credit balance?
The debtors account has a credit balance?
Yeah. The normal balance is a debit balance, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes it may also
why do
have
they
a
have a
credit
credit balance?
balance.
Yeah.
Why
Because
do you think?
maybe overpaid.
Sorry?
Overpayment.
And?
That's it. Overpayment by
Only
customers.
one thing, if you have to write for 3 marks, what will you write? Why do you think the debtors account have a credit balance?
Paid in
Debtors account may have a
advance.
credit balance because they've overpaid the invoice. They have cleared the account and later the goods were returned, or they have paid in advance. Why do you think a debtors account may have a credit balance?
They've overpaid an invoice. They have cleared his account and later returned goods.
Or
paid in advance.
Okay, come on. Tell me, try to recall the books of prime entry from where you get sales related information.
Sales ledger.
Credit sales you will get from where?
Sales journal.
Sales return you will get from where?
Sales return journal.
Cash receipt from debtors you will get from?
Cash book.
Discount allowed to debtors you will get from?
Cash book.
Dishonored checks you will get from?
Cash book.
Refund that you've done to the debtors you will get from?
Cash book.
Bad debts and interest you will get from general journal. Now I'll move on to the sums. Go to the sums. Start doing it. Start the sums. Okay, now we are doing the errors part. Okay? यहाँ पे देखेंगे. Now always remember, omitted and journal will normally come where? Omitted and
These are
journal will
three
normally come
control
where?
account.
In the control account.
Both.
Omitted will come both the places. It will come in the sales ledger also. It will come in sales ledger control account also. Okay? Mostly. And journal agar diya rahega, so it will only come in the control accounts. This is first thing to remember. Are you all with me? Are you all with me?
Yes.
The second thing to remember is, do you know what balance does this SLCA has?
Debit.
Okay. So SLCA always has a debit balance. So if I have to put anything on the debit side of the SLCA, I will add. SLCA has a debit balance. So if I have to put anything on the debit side of SLCA, I will add. If I have to put anything on the credit side of SLCA, I will subtract. Any doubts in this?
No.
Similarly with the sales ledger. The trade receivable account has a debit balance. If I have to put anything on the debit side, I will add. If I have to put anything on the credit side, I will subtract. Any doubt with this? No. Now the balance as per SLCA is 14,850. The balance as per sales ledger. Sales ledger, that means the balance as per sales ledger, the trade receivable account. Are you with me?
Yes.
Is 15,320. That means the balances are different. Yes? So I have to prepare reconciliation and bring them at the same balance. Come on. The total of the sales return journal has been overcast. Yeah. Third rule. Undercast is there. So which side you will put it? Undercast. Same side. Overcast. Opposite side. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Okay, fine. The total of the sales return journal has been overcast. Tell me, in an SLCA, where does sales return come?
Credit.
Credit side. Sales return has been overcast. Overcast, you will write on the same side or opposite side?
Opposite.
Opposite side. That means I have to write it on the debit side. If anything I have to write on the debit side, what will I do? Add or minus? Add. Very good. Now, which word has been used?
Journal.
Journal. Journal means I will do in the control account, or will I do it in the ledger?
Control accounts.
Happy, are you with me?
Yeah.
Check. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Read the next one and tell me what has to be done. Sales ledger account, first thing. Where should I do it? Should I do it in the control account, the correction, or will the correction be in the sales ledger?
सेल्स लेजर में होगा ना?
Yes. They've mentioned sales ledger account. What have they mentioned?
Sales ledger account.
Sales ledger account, so the correction will be in the sales ledger. Okay. Balance of sales ledger. Sales ledger has what balance? Debit or credit?
Debit.
Debit. Debit balance. Debit balance is undercast. Undercast same side or opposite side?
सेम साइड.
Same side. So I have to do something on the debit side. If I have to do something on the debit side, add or minus?
Add.
Add. Where will you add?
Sales ledger.
In the sales ledger. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Take time, read the third entry, and analyze and tell me what has happened in the third entry. Come on, I'm waiting.
मिस सेल्स जर्नल में सुजन बेकर का 370 पोस्ट कर दिए डेबिट एंट्री इन सेल्स लेजर और
Okay.
अलग अकाउंट में
Sales
सारा
journal
बार.
means control account.
Yes.
Control accounts का काम control accounts में it was Susan Baker. Okay. And in the sales ledger, that means in the trade receivable account, I have written it as Sarah Baker. In the control account, I wrote Susan Baker. In the trade receivable account, I wrote Sarah Baker. Is the amount same?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sales. Sales appears on which side? Debit side or credit side?
Debit.
Debit side. So is the side same?
Yes.
Amount is same, side is same. Only name is different. Tell me, will there be any differences in the balance because of this error?
No.
No. So there will be nothing. Only the name has changed. Side was the same, amount was the same. I just wrote it under different names. That means there would be no effect on the balance or the amounts. So no correction of this error. Are you with me?
Yes.
Come on. Let's read the next one. Read properly and tell me what has to be done.
मेरे से एक क्वेश्चन है.
बोलो.
सेल्स यहाँ पे सेल्स जर्नल भी दिया और सेल्स लेजर अकाउंट भी दिया है. तो थर्ड वाली
तो
एंट्री
तुम्हें
है
टाइम पे
थी।
ज्वाइन करना चाहिए। मैंने सेल्स लेजर अकाउंट और सेल्स जर्नल के बीच में डिफरेंस स्टार्टिंग में सिखा दी। तो
अरे
रिकॉर्डिंग भेजूंगी, स्टार्टिंग का पार्ट देख लेना। हाँ,
अरे
अब
बोल दो ना यार मिस।
क्या बोल?
यही कि सेल्स जर्नल भी है और सेल्स लेजर अकाउंट भी है, तो फिर किस में डालने का?
वेयर इन द
हाँ?
फोर्थ वन?
थर्ड।
The
अरे मैंने
entry
बोली।
that you put in the sales journal was Susan Baker,
हाँ,
and the entry that you put in the sales ledger was Sarah Baker.
सारा पेपर। हाँ
सेल्स जर्नल से कंट्रोल अकाउंट बनता है और सेल्स लेजर से ट्रेड रिसीवेबल अकाउंट बनता है।
हाँ
कंट्रोल अकाउंट में लिख दिया है सुजन बेकर, लेजर अकाउंट में यू रोट सारा बेकर, but the amount was same, side was same.
हाँ
Okay, so in the SLCA you wrote Susan, and in the trade receivable account you wrote Sarah.
हाँ
Amount was same, side was same, so there will be no difference in the balance. Understood?
हाँ
That's
हाँ।
it. खलास।
तो लिखेगा किसमें? सेल्स लेजर कंट्रोल अकाउंट में कि सेल्स लेजर अकाउंट बैलेंस में?
Dear, I just
अच्छा, जिसमें भी।
explained.
ओके ओके ओके, ठीक है। हाँ
सिर्फ नाम
समझ गई।
बदल है, अमाउंट में कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं हुई है।
ओके ओके ठीक है।
Come on, fourth one. Can you all explain me what is this? Bank statement recorded return of check. Return of check appears on which side? Dishonor.
Debit.
On the debit side. Very good. I just want to know the side. So there was a dishonor from a customer. And this is not recorded in the books, omitted. What is omitted? Where do we do it? At both the places. Yes?
Yes.
Because SLCA has a debit balance and I have to do something on the debit side, it would be an add. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, read the fifth one and tell me. Bad debts is recorded on which side?
Credit.
Credit side. So if I have to do something with this error, will it be add or subtract?
Subtract.
Subtract. Very good. If I have to do something with the error on the debit side, it will be add. If I have to do something with the error on the credit side, it will be subtract. Correct? Now my next thing
Yeah.
is, let's see. This was where?
Journal.
General journal.
So there was an entry in the general journal to write off balance of J Limited 230 as irrecoverable debts had been posted to the debit side of customer account. Can you tell me where did I do something wrong? I have posted bad debts on the debit side of customer account. Customer account appears in which ledger? In the sales ledger, trade receivable account or customer account, I have written bad debts 230 on the debit side. Is this correct or is this wrong?
Wrong.
Why wrong?
Should be on the credit side.
It should be on the credit side. Now, how do I correct this wrong? First, I will write bad debts on the credit side.
460.
And this I will reverse back again. Bad debts again. 230. So 460 has to come on the credit side. Yes or no?
Yes.
Add or minus?
Minus.
Minus. Where? Control or customer account? SL, sales ledger.
Control.
Where have you done the error?
Sorry. Ledger account. Yeah.
Ledger account. So this I have to do correction on the credit side. So correction on the credit side means minus. Any correction on the debit side will be add. Any correction on the credit side will be minus. This rule is for which sales? Sales ledger control account or sales ledger. So can you give me a rule if I have to do a correction in the PLCA or purchase ledger? What will be the rule?
Debit, you have to subtract, credit, you have to add.
Yes, correct. So if I have to do a correction in the PLCA or the purchase ledger, credit side would be, any correction on the credit side would be add and any correction on the debit side would be minus. Now do the corrected figure. 14,850 plus 160 plus 420, 15,430, 15,320 plus 150 plus 420 minus 460, 15,430. Balances would remain the same. Correct? Try this yourself.